Before we do much more, there's a couple things that I want to go over. Two in specific. One, comments, and two, functions. I don't really want to go a lot into functions right now, but I did mention them in the previous video, so I think I should at least give some sort of explanation. And then I think comments are important to do because you need to start using them at the start so you make them a habit. So let's go over comments in this video, and we will go over functions in the next. So I'm just going to open this in TextEdit again. And so here's my hello world from the previous video, that challenge that I issued to you. Now, what a comment is a comment is something that is there for you, not for the program, not for users. It's there for the programmer. So, like if I were to put a comment in here, the way it works is I just put a hashtag or a pound sign or whatever you want to call this thing nowadays. Let me enlarge this. Alright, so there you go. So you can see what I wrote last time. And you can see my pound symbol, my hashtag that I put in there. And this is a comment. And this is going to do nothing. Python just ignores this. Whatever software you're using to run Python is just going to ignore it. But you can see it when you're programming. And that's useful. Why is that useful? Well, right now our program is only, with my comment in there now, 6 lines. But when you have a program that's super long, it can become an issue. So, like, for example, alright, here we go. So this is Roundup. This is an open source program. If I remember right, I believe it's like an HTML scraper, a web page scraper, something of the sort. But it's written in Python. And all of this are different parts of the program and different things that are going on. Alright, so let's look in the test folder. Let's see what's in here. So these are things that they're probably not entirely sure about. And I bet there's some comments in there. Let's just open a big one. So, bytes, kilobytes, 121 kilobytes. That's probably a good amount of text. Let's open that one. So, mail GW. We're going to open TextEdit. Here we go. We got comments right at the top. And it's going to ignore these comments, but they're there so you can see them. Even has a little to do here. So something that's not finished, I guess. Blind CC. Now, when you're writing a small program, you probably know what it's doing. But when you're writing this big program and you haven't looked at a certain part of it for a long time, there's a good chance that you're going to forget exactly what everything does. And it's not that you're forgetting altogether. It's just that there's so much stuff that sometimes you need a little reminder to help you out. And so that's what these are for. This can also be, too, if you're using an open source program, you're writing an open source program, little messages to other programmers who might be looking to make some changes, who might be trying to help you with it, who you might be working with. So you should always make use of these comments. So, like, this is the start of my program. And that's a really lame comment, but, like, there's not much in here. So what am I going to call it? Hello world program by me. And I could even put in like a comment after a line as long as I use the hashtag. So for example, this one uses single quotes, and this one's a touch more challenging. Did I spell that right? I don't know, it doesn't matter. So anyways, you can leave yourself little comments or comments for other people as well. End of program. And you should use these. Now, like, don't go crazy, don't go overboard. Like, I have more comments than I have lines of code. Like, that's silly. But you get the idea, right? So as you're making these huge programs, this could be beneficial.